Good afternoon and welcome to Tell Nigerians. Today I'm with Mr. Alhaji Isa Abdullahi, one of the leaders of the Nigerian community in Switzerland. I have known him for more than 18 years and has been serving this community. He took it as a responsibility to make sure that the community gets better and better. Mr. Alhaji Isa Abdullahi, welcome to Tell Nigerians.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
And, nice to be with you again.
Thank you. It's always nice to be with you because you always have helped us with different ideas on how we can move this community forward. But today is going to be a special one. As you know, I want to first ask you, you've seen a video circulating on the internet about an incident that took place at the Nigerian embassy in Bern.
Correct.
Yes. What is your take on this video?
Yes, it's rather unfortunate that something like this, which we are not known for, is happening now. Some 3 weeks before this incident, I drove past by the embassy and I saw a lot of people outside, and then I called the embassy, hey, what is going on? There are so many people outside. I assume they are all for passport. Have they all gotten appointments to come in at the same time? Because the number is really overwhelming. Then they told me, no, only a few among them have appointment. And that they told them that only those who have appointment can be attended to. All the rest, they have to leave. Said, did you really talk to them? They said, yes, they did. But they refused to move. So when I saw this video, I knew that is something that already one day will happen.
Okay.
But it's rather unfortunate. In Switzerland, we are known to be very, very peaceful, peaceful community.
Yeah. So do you want to tell me that this character, as you just said, this is not normal character from the Nigerians in Switzerland?
Of course, and we've, like when I asked them that time, they told me majority of them are from Italy.
Okay.
And I later had a discussion in the embassy, why should Italians be allowed to take a passport here? We know if somebody has an emergency, of course, we can think about giving him or her. But 98% of the passport being issued in Switzerland is issued to Nigerians living in Italy.
Okay.
So this, of course, is not a good thing. And that demonstration, of course, is 98% of them, of course, are from
foreigners.
Are not Swiss-based Nigerians.
Yes. So based on what you've said, that means I think the government should take some action to see that the embassies in other countries also function the way they should.
Yes, I think we are taking that with the embassy here. We just want to find out why are the Italians coming in numbers. I mean, if 3, 4, fine, but when you have 98% of people being issued via passport from Italy, then that is not
then something is not correct.
Yes,
something is not correct.
So we are taking that matter with Nido Swiss. We are taking that matter with the Nigerian embassy, and we will definitely give feedback to the community very soon.
Okay. And in your own analysis, what do you think really went wrong?
I would not want to say much about that. We are having a stakeholders meeting this evening.
Okay.
And after that, we will take some steps, which will include visiting the embassy. Now, as Nido will send a delegation, we will go and discuss with the embassy what is really happening, how can we prevent this from happening. So for the analysis, it's just simple that with the Italians coming from far away, perhaps I feel there are some insiders or some people who work with them.
Okay.
And yes, so that is, these are the things we want to clarify.
Okay.
Because they don't just come anyhow. Some even don't fill the form on the internet. They just come and they are bold to say they will have their passport.
So,
Yes.
so you think that some Nigerians might be behind that, this kind of connection?
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's very, very
And
much
do you
possible.
have any idea of who? Would you like to mention any group?
I would
or
not
person?
like to mention until I get my facts straight.
Okay.
Yes.
That's correct. Do you think this is a good representation of the Nigerian community in Switzerland?
Of course not. That is a problem, and that is why we don't want to sit down. We want to get involved. We want to see that our name is not tarnished, because we are known to be very, very peaceful. This has really, really never happened since the history of the community.
Here, yeah, true.
And I've been here for
2 decades and I've not seen that before.
So that is exactly what we don't want to be notified with, to be identified with.
Yes.
Yes, and we are really taking this matter very, very far. NIDCOM and even the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, we will get them involved very, very soon, yes.
Okay. So I don't want to interrupt the idea of your stakeholders meeting this evening, but do you think that there will be an action after your meeting?
That depends on the outcome of the meeting, but definitely there will be an action, because we said we don't want to see this ugly situation anymore.
Yes.
And the way we see it, if we don't start something now, if these Italians continue to come in such numbers, then definitely this will not be the end.
Yes,
so that is why
events like this.
Exactly. So we don't want to see a repeat of this anymore.
That's true. That's true. But on your personal idea as a leader of the Nigerian community, and also for not just a leader but a community elder and also a supporter of various people and so promotion of Nigerian community, do you think such action, or before I come to this place, in the video, did you recognize anyone on the video?
I just told the embassy that I want to take a close look. Actually, I did not take a close look to analyze, to see who and who are engaged.
Okay.
But I was told there are some Cameroonians, and it is difficult to see, according to them, that somebody from Switzerland is involved.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But I want to see things myself, so I cannot tell you anything on that now. After this, I will take a close look and then see who and who are involved, whether I know or I could identify anybody there.
Okay. Do you think action like this, if we could identify any of the Nigerians or Cameroonians involved in this demonstration, do you think that some kind of punishment should be issued?
Well, that is something I will not say right now, because if you talk of punishment, how are we going to punish such people?
By reporting to the police.
Yeah, let's get to the outcomes, and then we see the necessary actions that are fit for such, if it's criminal or whatever.
Okay. So what could be your message to Nigerians in Switzerland?
On
this issue?
Yes, I will advise that they remain calm, and they should not be part of all this. And they should advise also their colleagues, their friends, their families to distance themselves from such people. And that we are on it, the Nigerians in diaspora under Dr. Johnson Odibo. We are working on it, and we'll give them feedback. Definitely we will get to the bottom of the matter. We promise them. And I'm sure Johnson himself has already contacted the embassy, and after our stakeholders meeting, we will take some steps further. Okay,
thank you very much. What else would you like to tell Nigerians on this ground? What else do you think? Did I miss something? Or is there something else?
Just that we are still the very peaceful Nigerians living in Switzerland. We should continue to be peaceful. If there is any problem they have in the embassy, they should contact NIDO. The president is Dr. Johnson Odibo. So this is just contact the president, and then we'll take all the necessary steps to solve their problems. And they should not join people who don't know what they don't know their left from right. And they are on unrecognized platforms thinking they are helping themselves. So, and these are people who are doing this for their own selfish gains. And that is where I want Nigerians in Switzerland to be very, very, very careful so that they are not used.
Okay, in this way. Okay. Thank you very much, sir, for all your answers. I hope that Nigerians in Switzerland and Nigerians all over the world can they are listening to you, and they know the messages that you want to pass to them. You need peace.
We need peace. We need our peace should not be disturbed, and most especially by people coming from across the border. So all Nigerians should have their hands on deck and make sure that they are not used in any way, because there is no grounds for the so-called demonstration that is planned. And really, we are working around the clock to ensure that it fails.
Good. Thank you very much. Just to take you a little bit outside this discussion, I recognize that the ambassador, Honorable Baba Madugu, since he came to Switzerland, has been very helpful and is communicating with the community. Is always ready to assist and welcome anybody to the embassy. I know that he's been doing great, and the set of people working now, they are also great. I've seen also the immigration people, they are also doing great. I've been there myself to renew my passport, and the process was very straightforward. And but do you think that personally that there are some things the embassy themselves should do to help the community, to better the community, even though they have been trying their best?
Yes, best is there's always room for improvement. They are definitely trying their best. This we cannot complain, and I think that is also the attraction that makes people across the border to come for their consular issues here.
Because of their simplicity.
Because of their simplicity and their urge to help Nigerians. So, but they should not allow this to go to the extent that such happenings will be taking place here, because this is now affecting the Nigerians living in Switzerland. So, in as much as they are here to serve, they should serve, but priority is the Nigerians living in Switzerland. And for those from outside, on simple emergency issues, they can attend to them. But please reduce the quantity is really unbearable.
Okay.
So we can't carry it.
Thank you very much. That will be the end of this session. Okay.
I want to add that once again that these people who are planning this demonstration, they are only helping themselves.
No, we are going to come to that. We are going to come to that. Thank you very much, sir. So that will be the end of the section. I want to let Nigerians know that I'm with Honorable Mr. Alhaji Isa Abdullahi, one of the founding father leader of the Nigerian community in Switzerland. If you don't know him, I believe everybody in Switzerland, all Nigerians in Switzerland should know him. If you are within the community, if you are connected with the community. And you just heard what he said. At the end of the day, we need peace. So the second part of the session, we are going to talk about the demonstration, the planned demonstration coming up on the 25th of September 2020. It has been planned, but I don't know if it's going to take place, and we are hoping that it's not going to take place. That's what we're going to talk in the next session. See you soon. Thank you very much. Emmanuel Kwakwa, tell Nigerians.
Tell Nigerians in Switzerland too. Tell Nigerians in Europe. Tell Nigerians everywhere in the world that there is a new wind blowing. They should key into this new wind, and their potentials will be harnessed.
The core mandate as Nigerian in diaspora is to mobilize the resources of Nigerians, especially intellectual resources. But of course, when I mean intellectual, I'm not talking only about university degrees. I'm talking about the experiences which Nigerians have gathered across the globe. And so we want to gather and mobilize these resources together and form a kind of a pool in the pursuit of national development.